Probably partying.
What are they up to?
Might have some kind of personal issue at home. Parents might be going through something.
They should be at home. They should not be hanging on no street corners.
Tiempo para dedicarles a ellos.
You can't really judge somebody by the way that they look.
I have to say, they're up to no good sometimes.
They're up to no good. And you call the cops. Quick.
You gotta be up to something bad.
Up to no good.
Misguided or don't have any structure.
They either try to rob somebody or they trying to fight somebody, beat somebody up.
Being dumb, they know they ain't go to school, they're silly as hell.
I was 11 years old when I got on the streets.
When I got on the streets, I was like 7.
I was like 9, 10, 11, 15, 16, 15, 12.
Streets mean everything to me.
The streets is my home. That's where I feel comfortable. The streets really don't mean nothing, really.
It was just the way I grew up.
That's all I know.
I don't even know, to be honest.
I had to be on the streets, that's where I live.
That's where I feel comfortable at, and that's where my family is.
Gotta provide for myself.
Because if I get off the streets, then the enemies ain't trying to hear, oh, I'm trying to get a job, I'm trying to do good. They still gonna be focused on the bad things I did in the past. So if I change, no matter what, they still gonna be on that with me, so.
That's what the type of neighborhood we was in.
I was just surrounded by a whole lot of negativity.
I ain't really had no family out here.
Wasn't nothing to do.
That was all we knew from people we've been around before, older people, so it was just easy to get caught up in it.
I was born into it.
I grew up around it. Most of my family was doing it, so to me it was just the thing to do. Seeing my oldest brother and family members in the streets.
Losing friends.
Why was I losing friends? They was getting killed. Couple getting killed, couple going to jail for the rest of their life, so.
Life or death.
Getting shot at, a lot of stuff. Getting jumped. Prison, and getting locked up all the time.
Jail, shootings.
Probation.
It's always something that happens to keep me on there.
Everyday challenges.
There's people that label you and people that don't. I don't know, that's their opinion. Not so good. Not so good, man. You know, you don't want to be labeled as a bad guy out here. People label me by, you know, being with a certain group, you know, fighting.
They say I ain't gonna be nothing when I grow up. I'm gonna be in jail or dead.
The police terrorize us. They mess with us. If you ask me, I think they a gang themselves. I got stopped just for riding a bike. But at the same time, when I was getting stopped, it was somebody else riding a bike. But they didn't get stopped. Getting pulled over every day, they still messing with you. Pull up on you if you're standing outside, search you, stuff like that.
The police had a car pulled over, and it's the same police officer that harassed us all the time. And he just grabbed me, and then he pulled me forward, and his partner elbowed me in my eye. And then that's how I got this little gash right here. And my face was just bleeding real bad, and I started getting lightheaded and stuff. And then, I don't know, they was trying to make up a story, like why he elbowed me, so they made up a lie and said I got into a car accident.
It's more how people react to what they see or what they assume people would do.
Innocent bystanders, they be getting hit too, but people don't just go out whooping on the community. It's always a personal thing.
The crowd I be with, we be terrorizing things sometimes.
Because people get influenced by weed smoke, gang banging, like everybody want to be like everybody. There's no leaders. Everybody want to follow behind the next person. You might know how to think for themselves these days.
What would change if I got off the streets?
Like what would change in my life? Oh, I don't know. I'd probably be more focused on school. Again, probably be working right now.
Probably a better life, you know. Do better things.
make my grandma proud and whatnot. My name is Jamar Shaw, and I work for the City of St. Paul Parks and Recreation. I was actually an active gang member. The challenge I faced, everybody would turn their back on me because they thought I was from the streets. They thought that, you know, there was no change in me. They thought that I couldn't be nothing but a street person, a gang member. And it was like a lot of people didn't feel safe just because I was a gang member. So it was hard, man. It was a lot of things that I faced growing up, being on the streets or whatever. I got off the streets by first joining a program that was offered by the City of St. Paul called Youth in Transition. They opened the door, gave me an opportunity for a job and to change my ways and kind of help me out with my future. So I decided to choose that over staying on the streets. In reality, when I started working and I started to change, I started to feel like, you know, it's more of the people. So I was worried about the community more than myself after I started working, because I started to see, like, these kids see me, these parents see me. So it makes a difference when outside people see you and then they finally, some people accept you, some don't. But when the people that do accept you, it make you want to keep going forward. A lot of my friends that I was involved with were kind of upset. They felt like it was supposed to be forever. They felt like we was always supposed to be gang members and it would never change and that's all we were going to be. But after a while, I just started to go my own way. I strayed away. So really it was kind of hard with my friends, but it was easy because I was my own man. We actually reach out to neighborhood kids, youth that are facing like adversity, kids that are, you know, somewhat involved in court systems. And youth in transition is basically like everybody come at a certain time, so you gotta be on time or else you can't come in.
We meet every Saturday and we tell how everybody week is.
Talk about different problems, helping each other out.
We'll go into the theater. Then we have our group meeting, make sure we had a good week. And if we didn't, we gotta stay after. We hoop, you know, plan my day out, get focused, you know, we eat.
Some just come up here just to see each other because we don't see each other too much when we working and we ain't kicking it like we used to. So.
Just chill like a little get together.
My name is Stephen Randall, and I'm Assistant Director with St. Paul Parks and Rec, but I'm also co-founder of Youth in Transition. There was a guy that would come around from the Boys and Girls Club, and me and all my friends would hang out, and we were doing some negative stuff. And then he kept coming around and saying, you know, can you guys play basketball? Can you do, you know, can you play football? And we'd be like, yeah, and then blow him off. So me and a buddy of mine decided, you know, to shut this man up, we're gonna go to the boys club just to shut him up. So we went and we liked it. To me, it was something that changed my life, and then because of that, like I said, it just started me in the thought of, I wanna do youth work and I wanna help kids like this man helped me. Starting this program, I seen that the community was changing and nobody was helping some of these children, so that's kind of what motivated me. Just being real and understanding where they're coming from and understanding their stories when they tell me their stories. So each individual kid has a story. So I listen to their story and we try to build from that story, you know, and try to just let them see that there are positive things that can come out of this. But if you believe in yourself and you believe that you are going to be capable of advancing or getting opportunities, then you're going to, you know, move up. We got kids with GEDs that would have probably never finished school, young men that are working. I think the biggest thing is that we've created an atmosphere where these kids believe that there are opportunities for them and that they're not throwaways, where people make them believe that they're not worth anything. And I think that with this program, we've helped them understand that they are not throwaway people, our children.
Change. You gotta change or you just gonna, it leads to two things, dead or in jail.
Every day a challenge, so you just gotta change your life around.
Do what you want to do. Don't be no follower.
There's no life, there's no happy ending to being involved with gangs or being on the streets. I mean, it's two roads, either dead or in jail.
The roads will register, that means the people change. So let that register and don't repeat the same. We need a revelation, we need the dedication, we need the motivation, we need an education. See, life is delicate, that I can testify. We gotta spread our wings and learn to touch the sky. Don't let one intercept your mind's intellect. You know what's wrong from right, you feel it in your chest. You know that time's ticking, no time for Scottie Pippen. I mean no time for bull, I know what's hard, this life is sinning. You know what's wrong from right, you blessed to have this life. See passions let it fade, cause people change. It's a give and take world, what you want, you better grab it. The world won't change until we change our habits. Yeah, we are the future, it's simple and plain. The world needs change, we are the change.